with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is my one and only video of the day. A special Sunday exclusive. Now, I did not watch this game at all. I was at work. Yeah, I got work Saturdays. So I didn't watch this game. But I knew this game was on. And I almost forgot the game was on. But I just checked the score just one time. One time. And I think the Clippers are already down by 10 or 12 when I looked late in the second quarter. And I kind of felt that this may not end well. And then after work, I happened to get on YouTube and looked everywhere. Seen like 5-10 different videos talking about the Clippers. I'm like, oh, Clippers got their ass spanked. And then I decided to jump on Ticket TV stream. And I was probably on that stream longer than what I should have been on there for. I was on there for 2 hours yesterday. And the only thing I asked, I'm like, Clippers lost, huh? I didn't watch the game. Was James Harden the reason why they lost? Did James Harden choke? And sure enough, Mongol Slade returned. Now that we got that falling out of the way, I'm not the originator of that. That will belong to Raw. He's actually the originator of calling James Harden Mongol Slade. We call this game the return of Mongol Slade because James Harden is so inconsistent. I told y'all 2 years ago when he was on the Philadelphia 76ers, this guy is one of the most inconsistent NBA players ever, at least in the modern era. How you go from what was it in? What did he have in game 5, like 12 points or something like that? Some pedestrian, abysmal numbers. And then he comes back in game 6, scores 28, leading the whole team. And then now I heard he came back. I ain't heard, I looked it up. Game 7, it's just abysmal once again. I don't get this guy. What is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with James Harden? Oh, I think I know what's wrong with James Harden. His style of play is not conducive to basketball winning or winning big-time basketball games. I don't care how much he changed his game. It's still the same James Harden type performance. He has 7 points for game 7. Ain't that crazy, y'all? 7 points. Oh, he had 13 assists. So what? They lost. It's like I gotta tell the crazies, the Lakotas. Y'all put all these damn numbers about LeBron did this and that, did this and that. LeBron is still 4-6. He's still a loser. He's still not going to the second round. And he's sitting at home washing his tights and looking at his Barbie dolls or something. I don't know what he's doing right now. Faking injuries. James Harden in the same boat. He in the same boat. Denver rocked their ass. And I never want to hear about Jokic not having help. Because I heard Westbrook had a game. Well, I wouldn't say a game of a lifetime, but he had a game. He absolutely had a game yesterday. A big time game. And I kind of wish it would have happened to, this would have been done to the Lakers, because it would have been the irony of the whole thing, and them calling Westbrook wash and all this other stuff, and having him put the Lakers up, but it had to be the Clippers. The Clippers gave him somewhat of a chance to revive his career. But anyways, doesn't matter. Westbrook showed out. He played with heart, from what I saw. and dedication to the game, and you never can question his heart. Yeah, you can question his style of attire, but you ain't gonna never question his heart and love for the game. Kawhi Leonard, 22 points, 6 for 13. Derrick Jones Jr., 12 points. Zubac had 10 and 14 rebounds. Like I said, James Harden had 7. Norman Powell had 9. Norman Powell and James Harden had big games in Game 6, and none of them showed up. Bogdanovich had 12. Brown had 13. Instead, they didn't put Ben Simmons in there. That's crazy. The Rockets, not the Rockets. The Rockets. Thinking James Harden 10 years ago. The Clippers had shot 8 for 27 from 3, 39 for 82. Abysmal, just terrible from 3. Even worse from the free throw line, 15 for 22. 14 turnovers, 36 rebounds. When we look at the Nuggets, had 12 turnovers, and they was... Here's another difference maker. Nuggets out-rebounded the Clippers by 10. All 5 starters in double figures. Gordon had 22. Michael Porter Jr. had 15. Jokic had 16 points and 10 rebounds. Jamal Murray had 16 points himself. And Christian Braun, had 21 points. Westbrook off the bench had 16 in 27 minutes. 5 for 9. 2 for 4. 5 rebounds, 5 assists. But they say this man can't do it no more. They call this man all kinds of names when he was in L.A. Well, damn it. It may be the wrong L.A. team that he did this to. But damn it, he showed y'all that he still got a lot in the tank and should be treated fairly. Proving the haters wrong. I would say James Harden had the worst plus minus of the team, but he did not. He had a negative 29. Actually, that belongs to Kawhi Leonard, who had a negative 33 from the plus minus. Norman Powell had a negative 31. That's some LeBron type stuff right there. Now, as far as the outlook for the Los Angeles Clippers, now, like I said, I was on Ticket live stream last night, and I thought about it. I didn't think about it, but I was thinking about it. But they was all discussing where do the Clippers go from here, because they can't keep. This is since Kawhi Leonard has been to LA. Let's do a recount. Was it 18-19 season? No, 19-20 season. Blew a 3-1 lead in the bubble. The next season after that, they finally get to the Western Conference Finals first time due to Paul George. You got to give him credit for that. But they was bounced out by the Suns in 6 games. No Kawhi Leonard because he tore his ACL. The next year after that, they don't even get to the playoffs. I think they lose in the play-in to Minnesota. The year after that, bounced out by the Phoenix Suns. The year after that, last season, bounced out by the Dallas Mavericks. And now they bounced out by the Denver Nuggets. This can keep happening. And I know Clippers fans are sick right now because they just can't get there. And I said this team is cursed. Now they was discussing who should you get rid of? Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, or even Norman Powell. And then everybody had their suggestions in this live stream. Honestly, I don't think, and realistically, you think about it, James Harden is going to be 35, going to be 36 next season. Kawhi Leonard is going to be 34 I think 34 in July or June, one of the two. Man, we getting up there. It was just 10 years ago. All of us was young. I remember I was young and spry and 25. Now I'm old and 35. Well, most people won't consider 35 to be old anymore. I do feel old. But anyways, never mind that. Here's the thing. Does anybody want to trade for old people? Because as we learned, what James said in that live stream, shout out to him, the young dudes are starting to come up and they running these old dudes out of the gym. It happened with the Lakers. It might just happen with the Warriors. It's happening a lot. So I don't know where the Clippers go with this. Do you really want to trade? Anything, you probably keep Kawhi Leonard. Get rid of James Harden. Like, many people had different suggestions. James Harden for Zion, James Harden to Miami, Kawhi Leonard for Zion, Kawhi Leonard for Kate. All kinds of crazy suggestions. I really think, I don't think anything can be done. But I don't think the Clippers want to just ride this one out after next offseason, when the next offseason comes around, and just let everybody walk. They don't want something for that. And somebody had the craziest suggestion of, I think it might have been, who was it for? Oh, trade Kawhi for Giannis. And I'm thinking in my head, like, do you guys understand? If the Bucks really wanted to just trade Giannis, do you realize they're going to gut the other team? They're going to gut the other team. Because Milwaukee's going to want a lot for that. But anyways, I don't think that's going to happen. That's not realistic at all. But I don't know what the Los Angeles Clippers do. I think Norman Powell's contract is up. Maybe they get rid of him. I know, I forgot who. Maybe it might have been Ticket. Maybe it might have been Mr. Bass. It might have been somebody who said it. I forgot who said it. It was so many people talking at one time. That live stream got crazy at the end before I decided to jump off it. But trade James Harden, Norman Powell to Indiana and get Miles Turner and TJ McConnell. That might work. I know Miles Turner been wanting to get off there because I don't think they want to pay him a whole bunch of money. I don't know. I don't know where the Clippers go with this one, but once again, two things are guaranteed when you talk about the Los Angeles Clippers. At least this version. Maybe it's just in the NBA lexicon and NBA mythology, if you want to say. Two things are certain. Clippers going to choke. James Harden ain't going to show up. I keep telling y'all James Harden ain't it. But y'all didn't want to listen. Yes, I gave him his props early in the season, but somehow, some way, in the back of my head, I knew this was going to happen. I just thought maybe they finally beat that curse. Well, maybe they beat the curse. We'll call it that for now. But nope. James Harden disappears like Batman once again.
It is more about them than it is about the team. I cannot play with them. Cannot win with them. Cannot coach with them. Can't do it.